What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey.
I'm your host, Chris.
And like I said, hey, you on your favorite show, Get a Bucket. How's everything with you, bro?
My boy, what's going on, bro?
I'm going a lot better now, dog, because my finger is still jammed. But hey, it didn't hurt when we did that fist bump.
Yeah,
See,
right.
that's teamwork right there. That's cohesion. You know what I'm saying? But we do got on our football jerseys. That's why you might be a little confused. It's called Get a Bucket. But we talking a little football today. Well, we got some other stuff to talk about too, but football definitely up here. You ready?
Like my man say, let's start the damn show, shall we?
I was about to say you took way too long with this one right here, brother. I don't know what that was, but before we get the show started, let's go ahead and cheers, because he be cheers happy all the time. I've never met a man that wanted cheers more in my life. I swear for you. But let's go ahead and get to the show, because I know y'all tired of hearing us ramble. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, Chris.
Yes, sir.
NFL season around the corner, baby.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? We got some NFL jitters. We got some jitters.
We do.
Brother, go ahead and I guess let's start with yours, because they say the best for last, and I feel like my jitters is probably a little bit better than yours. So what you got?
Man, matter of fact,
no, go ahead. No, we on schedule. What you got?
Ravens versus Ravens, Chiefs versus Ravens.
I'm talking about the whole season, brother.
Oh,
the whole season.
Season. You know what?
But just to be clear though, is that Chiefs one like that because y'all start the season off with them now? So how jittery are you with that?
Honestly, this is a show me game.
Okay.
Week one, because even though like my boys has always been like one of the best teams in the league, we just haven't got over that Kansas City hump. So if we can show the world on national and television, plus it's also ring night as well too for them. If we can show that we can actually can compete with Kansas City, that would give us a hump to start off strong. But if we lose,
I still think y'all could bounce back from the loss.
I mean,
though.
we can, but there's a lot of teams that is up and coming. God help players coming back. So
that's true. I mean, y'all got to battle a little bit, and it would be unfortunate for you guys to lose to the team, especially when they're not considered, I guess, complete. So yeah, you always got some folks.
balls.
That's funny. Oh man, I guess your beer's a little shaken too about the Baltimore Ravens season.
Well, I mean, how you feel? But I mean,
well, I was gonna say before we switch to my team, because again, I got a lot to talk about. But how do you feel about your team having the best duo in the NFL, being Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry? Because that's a tough offense right there to worry about.
Dog, it is. I mean, it is like every team is literally going to look at us as a run first team. But now we got weapons on the outside that if they can get like a one-on-one matchup, so like a Zay Flowers, a Nelson or Aguilar,
yeah. Mark Andrews is still out there too.
Mark Andrews came back.
If y'all are healthy, bro, I think you guys are scary, and that. I don't want to say too much more outside of that, because we got more sports to talk about. But yeah, y'all are scary if you're healthy. Let me ask you this before we transition to my team. Defense-wise, how you feeling about your defense? Like, is it elite? Is it good? Like, where would you rank them?
Healthy, got one of the best defenses in the land.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I'm happy for you, brother. I really, truly am. Because, ladies and gentlemen, my team, yeah, I've been kicked quite a bit. Okay, this off season. Because people have been saying, I've been reading all that good stuff, right, about how we the worst team. Just pure point blank. Like we're 32 rated offense out of 32 teams. We're 32 rated defense out of 32 teams. Like that's just trash. And I was hoping for a little optimism, Chris, just a little bit, right? Because we got to protect Bryce Young. I've always been told that the battle is won in the trenches. Football is won in the trenches.
Absolutely.
So you got to be able to protect him. Problem is, Buddy don't look any more muscular than what he did last year. So even if we did beef up the O-line, I still got questions about if someone does hit this man, does he get injured? Like, I still got questions about can he throw the ball accurately and evade players? Because we had some concerns last year. We got some more weapons.
Y'all do?
I'm not that impressed right
Let
now.
me ask you this. Do you trust yourself being competitive in your own division? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Your division is not that tough.
But like, bro, all right. I think we'll give it the old college try. I just hate that if we go up against the Saints, they seem more like a competent organization than we do right now. The Falcons, the same. And the Bucks just went to the playoffs last year. So unless Baker completely falters and Mike Evans like forgets how to play football, I think they have more weapons, better cohesion than we do. We're still trying to figure it out. And that's the problem. Like in basketball, Laker fans, we've been there before
and done that.
But it was relatively kind of quick, and it was still kind of entertaining. This ain't entertaining at all, worth a damn. Like, shout out to D-Lo and Swaggy P and them, because at least they kept you on your toes. We ain't got nothing. Like, it's just been L on top of L on top of. I told one of my boys who's an Eagle fan, he was complaining because his team was 11-1, Chris. 11-1. My thing was, brother, if you flip y'all record, you're only a game behind us. Like, that is disgusting. Yeah, I got jitters. I got Chris. I got just so. Oh my God, it's disgusting work, bro. And someone has to
y'all
tell
want
me.
to tank?
Tank, brother. We are. I think if we play our best brand of football, we're going to be at the bottom. There's no reason to tank. There's none. We have to give our best effort. We have to. And I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they make me look stupid. But that's gonna be a little tough. But I'm glad the buzzer went off because I was definitely, ladies and gentlemen, I was about to get on the soapbox. Cause let's just go ahead and cut to it. Because I didn't even say half the points I wanted to talk about because the coaching and my bad. I apologize.
Let's go to break. Let's go to break.
I need to woosah. We're gonna come back after a moment from my sponsors.
The I'm Perfectly Made Foundation believes that routine screenings can save lives and that access to these services should not be a barrier. Our mission is to promote eye health education, free eye exams, free eye screenings, and free glasses to our communities with the focus of highlighting early detection. The I'm Perfectly Made Foundation also gives individuals with low vision and blindness the opportunities to be a part of certain community events regardless of visual impairments.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Listen, we talking football, right? Not basketball. We talking football. So, Chris, what's your definition of the best player?
Athletes, fan favorite, and air leadership.
Okay, that's fair. I go impact and talent.
Okay.
Now, just to be clear, because you're saying accolades, so like accolades, accomplishments. I think that kind of falls in line with my impact. Because I also put like if I say impact, dominance, and leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you throw fan favorite up there for yours?
Because That's a good question.
I was about to say, brother, it's your
That is a good
definition.
question. Because like every fan loves a player, and a, their a best player, damn sure going to love their fans. I like CMC. I like Patty Mahomes. I like Travis Kelsey.
That's fair.
I like
Because, yeah, they all got a solid fan base.
they do.
Okay. So then let's use basketball, I guess, as an example.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's tough. Because the fan base, I think it does factor in. But I think the success, the talent, the production, the leadership is what draws people into that fan base too.
Mm-hmm.
Folks loved Allen Iverson,
Absolutely.
but they loved Jordan because of his dominance.
Yes.
It's not like AI didn't dominate too, but Jordan's it led to multiple championships. So I think when I'm listening to like fan favorites, that wasn't on my listing, but when I hear it too, though, like, all right, there is some that does matter as well. Let's talk about like Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Donald. For you, because I've mentioned before, and I've been told this, the game of football is won in the trenches.
Yes.
And last time I checked, Patty Mahomes ain't in the trenches outside of getting the football. So
getting the football up, right?
Someone like Aaron Donald, was Aaron Donald the better football player over someone like Patrick Mahomes for you?
Hell yes, absolutely.
Now, but I mean, to your definition though, who was the better fan? Who was more fan favorite, Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Donald? 'Cause I think Patrick Mahomes was.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes was everybody's fan favorite, but the best player is Aaron Donald.
So what made Aaron the best player, using your definition, over someone like Patrick Mahomes? And again, you said fan favorite, accomplishments, and leadership. So we gave Patrick Mahomes the nod on fan favorite. So that means he has to win in accomplishments, which his career was longer than Patrick Mahomes right now. So we got to say that can lean to Aaron. But then you also got leadership. Why does Aaron get the nod for you in leadership over Patrick Mahomes?
Because Aaron carried a team like the Rams after the best team, I said best team on the tough days to where the Rams is at now. Like he was one of the best defenders in the game. Like a decade.
But see, that's
pro favorite.
But see, that's all. I think some of that is more so towards his talent. When I'm thinking leadership, it's what he displayed that drug his team, I guess, to the finish line. Like,
which he did.
And I think Patrick Mahomes did that as well, too. So, like, I don't have a case for why Aaron Donald is definitively a better leader than Patrick Mahomes personally. So, for me, it would seem like Patrick Mahomes is the better player. But at the same time, again, knowing that the game of football is won in the trenches and Aaron Donald was as dominant as he was, I do sometimes waver with that answer too, because it is easier for the quarterback to be perceived as the best player. So, but I was just curious about
I mean, when you get like a double team and triple team,
that's what I'm saying. Like
as many nights as AD had, but still dominate the game. You wouldn't even you couldn't even name me not another D lineman outside of LT or Ray that could do the same stuff as Aaron Donald did.
But then we can say the same thing about Patrick Mahomes too in terms of throwing the football. Nobody outside of maybe Aaron Rodgers has displayed his sort of talent. That's what we've been told. That's what we've been shown. So I don't know. That's a tricky one. Because again, I'm actually curious what they think the best player is. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard the buzzer, unfortunately, because I had a couple more questions.
I ain't trying to get
examples, but yeah,
I say I'm not trying to get sacked anymore. So
that's funny. That's funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So comment your answers. one, what's your definition of best player, and then two, give us some examples. We would definitely appreciate it. But we're gonna take a quick hiatus, pay some bills, and when we come back, we got more sports to talk about. So we'll be back after a moment from our sponsors.
Hooping is an activity that can be enjoyed by all. It's a team game about getting and stopping buckets. Everyone's always rushing to the goal. Well, make sure to rush and watch Team Gold Rush, one of the best teams in the Special Olympics of Virginia. Team Gold Rush even has former NBA All-Star participants on the team. Clearly, they've struck gold. Ready to suit up and practice? I know. We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Practice still makes perfect. So when the opponent starts hitting their shots, Team Gold Rush can bounce back due to their training. Remember, offense sells tickets and defense wins championships. Watch us get a bucket and rush for the gold. We aim to be that gold standard. So want a team where you can win and have fun? Team Gold Rush is your number one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Listen, we got more football to talk about. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Top NFL storyline for this upcoming season. Chris, what you got for us? Give us off your list real quick.
Mine is Kansas City 3P. That's the first one.
Okay.
Can this be the year for my Ravens to not only get over that Super Bowl hump, but being in Kansas City?
Okay.
And my last one is, if this Dallas last ride. If this is Dallas last ride.
Okay, let's start with the Kansas City one then. Let's start with the Kansas City one. So you say Kansas City, can they 3P? Real quick, will they?
I hate to say this, but yes.
Okay, you think they will. Now, what will ultimately derail the Kansas City 3P?
Respectfully.
Or what can, since you say they will?
Oh, what can?
Yeah.
The emotions.
So internal, their own team.
Their own team.
Okay. Is there a team that you feel like can actually beat them in the AFC?
A healthy team is Cincinnati.
I mean, Cincinnati got some question marks themselves now.
I mean, they do, but Big Bag Joe is back. So
yeah, but I mean, we gotta see if he stay injury free. You know, they did help protect him a little bit too. You know, but I don't know. Cincinnati's a tough one, but Cincinnati's your favorite. All right, cool. So I will say the Chiefs are a team that I do feel is a favorite, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is tough to beat them. Patrick Mahomes is a stud. We all know that, right? I'm curious what the wide receivers do because the defense is supposed to be straight. Travis Kelce, yeah, he's Travis Kelce. What do the wide receivers give us? That's ultimately what happens. That we've seen them win with bad wide receiver play.
Yeah.
But how long can you do that? Because teams improve.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely curious about that Chiefs three-peating. But I mean, I hate to say it, but Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce definitely would help their odds out too, though. So
of course.
I don't know what to tell you. Now you said your Ravens getting over the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
What's the likelihood that they do? I know you said that the Chiefs will win, but like, what's the likelihood that your Ravens can actually upset your prediction?
Honestly, going back to quarter one, the opening game is this Super Bowl. That would tell us if they are going to be in Kansas City's class.
So what's your chances though?
What's my chances?
Yeah.
50.
So it's a jump ball for you. Okay.
It's a jump ball for me.
Now, what's the main thing? Like the main one thing that you're focusing on for your squad to win the Super Bowl? Matter of fact, better question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you focusing more so on Lamar or his supporting cast?
The supporting cast.
Okay, so Lamar's done enough has answered enough questions for you. It's just the supporting cast that needs. Okay, all right. Because I mean, when you're talking about getting over that KC hump, he does have to outclass Patrick Mahomes, which we have said Patrick Mahomes didn't have the best wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Your team was a little bit healthier, and y'all couldn't get the job done. Y'all were the favorite. So I'm curious how that goes because I'm not the biggest supporter of Lamar beating Patrick Mahomes, but we got to see what happens. Now, you did say the Dallas Cowboys for yours.
Yes, sir.
If this is their last ride,
Mm-hmm.
is it Dak's fault? Do you expect it to be Dak's fault?
I'm not going to put the full blame on Dak.
Mm.
He gets parts of it, but the majority of the blame, hands down, and Mike McCarthy.
That's crazy.
Hands down, Mike
I
McCarthy.
was gonna say Jerry Jones, but okay, I hear you. So then, if this is the last ride, do you expect Dak, CD, and Micah Parsons to get paid and remain on the team? Because right now, going into the season,
None of them haven't
been
got
paid.
paid.
So do you expect that to change? All three?
Micah, maybe. Dak, depends on how he ball this year.
Mhm.
And CD, I think he might be the odd man out.
If you were Jerry, one, you were quite wealthy, but also a little ignorant. But two, which three would you keep all three or would you get rid of some of them?
CD got to go.
CD's got to go. That's
CD
tough.
got to go.
CD, that's what he said, broski. I don't.
CD,
I hear you. Dallas last ride. CD, he not worth it. I get you. He not worth the coin. So we gonna switch over to my listen then, if you don't mind.
shoot. Yes, sir.
All right. So we got here. I said Chiefs. Can they three-peat? Right. This might be the year of the birds, ladies and gentlemen. Specifically, the Ravens and Eagles. Sorry, Falcons. I got a prove-it year for Aaron Rodgers, C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, and Dak Prescott. And then the health of the Ravens, and will the 49ers make a trade? Because they typically have, at least over the last couple seasons. And then finally, the age of history, because I do expect teams like the Patriots, teams like the Bears, the Cowboys, and the Steelers, even the Packers to a degree, to do quite well this season. So I expect those top five to
one
be.
team. And the Colts.
So I like AR. I like AR. I wanted him on my boys. I made a whole video about it. I got to see what the Colts do. Because, I mean, he did get injured early last season. I got to see what the Colts do. I even expect the Packers to take a little bit of a dip. Just a little bit. Ooh. That's why, I didn't have them on my listing, but I had to put them in. But that's why I said a little bit. But I think those 5 storylines are what the people are going to be focusing on live.
Okay. I got a couple questions for you, if you don't mind.
What's up?
So why you say you're not high on the Packers like that?
I think everybody was surprised at Jordan Love. And I think Jordan Love is going to be a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong, okay? But I do think we're forgetting he's not a rookie. This isn't a C.J. Stroud situation, ladies and gentlemen. This was the first time on the field. But for real, the man has been studying behind Aaron Rodgers. So I think he got a nice little push in terms of his production. So this season, I think he's gonna have to prove that he can elevate his game, and that's what I have a couple question marks about. Again, there's gonna be a slight dip. They're still gonna be competitive, but just a slight dip though, because other teams also improve. So, but their division, it does kind of help them out, but the Lions are also pretty good too. So I mean, it's gonna be an interesting year.
Okay, I got one more for you. You said a proven year for C.J. Stroud. Was this before or after they got Diggs?
I think it was before.
Okay.
but it also put a little bit more pressure on him,
Okay.
just a smidge. But right now we're still evaluating C.J. Stroud because we got to remember when he played my Panthers. You know what I'm saying? My boys, right? He did not outplay Bryce Young. So, and we won that game surprisingly. So when I'm looking at that, for me, not trying to hate, I mean, obviously he's a rookie. There's more things he has to improve upon.
Mhm.
But if you can't beat Bryce Young last season, I do have some question marks personally.
Okay.
So that's why I say it's a prove it year, and people trying to put him in the same realm as a Patrick Mahomes. Oh, maybe he can rival Patty Mahomes. Okay, well you have the weapons. Let's see what you do over the next couple seasons with it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold, brother. I thought you was gonna ask me why I said Aaron Rodgers. I really did, ladies and gentlemen.
Those were no, like honestly, like all of those. I said all of those questions. I said all of those answers were like good.
Mm.
Those three. I said those two quarterbacks.
Mm.
I definitely want to highlight because you are right. Like this is a proven year for CJ because y'all surprised everybody with winning the division, winning the wild card. I said winning the wild card
Cowboys,
game.
yeah.
You almost made it to the conference championship game, but
Almost tough.
yeah, almost tough. That's one. Then for Jordan, I said, and then for the Packers, surprise everybody. Beat the Packers and should have beat the 49ers. So
Wait, see earlier. Sorry.
So like those are my under the radar storylines that I am also looking as well too. So
Okay.
I appreciated that you brought
those two up.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm gonna say real quick too, because I think people are sleeping on Aaron Rodgers. I definitely think they are Super Bowl contenders. And I hope Aaron Rodgers gets to display and actually wins a Super Bowl. That would be lovely. I'm rooting for you, Aaron. But I had to get that off because the buzzer went off a little earlier. So, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got a little bit more football to talk about. So just bear with us. But we're a little bit more sports. But when we come back, you will. Yes, we got some entertaining stuff to talk about. So bear with us after a moment from our sponsors.
Sports is one of the few things that genuinely connects us together. Whether with coworkers, friends, family, we all love the entertainment. Well, here on Get a Bucket, my goal is to talk about sports and its cultural impact. The WNBA, for example. The WNBA is loads of entertainment. From the new rookies battling, displaying their skill sets, and preparing to take the league by storm, to the Titans and the MVPs of the league clashing for battles we'll always remember. From imagining the soon-to-be possibilities, to admiring and treasuring the finales. Get a Bucket is a platform where other sports analysts, hoopers, coaches, and fans of the show come and talk about the WNBA, both negatives and positives. So if you haven't, take a quick peek. At the very least, you'll have a good time. Remember, sports is one of the few things that genuinely connects us together. So please, tune in and stay connected.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Listen, got to talk about some predictions, bro. Football, you know what I'm saying?
You know it.
NFL Super Bowls. Well, not Super Bowls, because that's thinking plural. We're talking about singular, just one. This one coming up. Who's your favorite?
I got two favorites. One
I
favorite.
said, who's your favorite? See, he always be liking to add stuff. Oh my God.
I can't help it for shit. Until you beat the man, still got to go with Kansas City. Until you literally Ali punch the man out, you still got to go with Kansas City.
So here's the thing, right? Because you're not wrong. I just think it's also, and when I say it's gonna sound slightly foolish, it is kind of tough, I think, to bet against Aaron Rodgers in the right situation. And it seems like that's what he's in right now. So barring injury, I think you could. I'm right now. I'm thinking Jets.
Okay.
I don't know, but I mean, you did say Chiefs though. So, do you have a dark horse to win
I
Super
do.
Bowl?
I
Okay.
do.
Matter of fact, Give me two.
Okay, I got the Lions, and even though I hate this team, Pittsburgh.
High praise. I think my dark horses. I'm gonna say the Dolphins.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Dolphins. I'm gonna say the Browns. Interestingly enough, I'm gonna say the Browns. Now you say Lions. I think because it seems like the team they have is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback play is solid, is good, solid to good. Is this like the Rams when they won it?
Put it in that term, yes.
Okay.
You can put it in that term.
So how much do you believe in their quarterback play?
I love golf. Like I love.
I know you love to golf, brother, but what about now? So you cool with golf though?
Yeah, I'm cool with golf.
See, I still be a little tricky with them, but all right, that's straight. And then you said Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I know their defense is solid.
Their defense is solid.
Shout out Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? Sell me on them. Like
I got you. They also got another five brother of yours, Russell Wilson. Shout out 804.
I mean, they haven't been talking about him the best though.
But still. So like you got,
think he's good enough, like a good enough leader.
You got Russell and you got Justin, and you got a good running game, okay but average wideout. You got one of the best non talking about Titans in the game. You got a good to decent O-line. The defense is still going to be there no matter what. Defense is still going to be there.
But is their offense going to be able to put up enough points? Because I think people do have reservations and trepidations around Russell Wilson. So you good with that? You good with their offense? End of day.
If you got to find a way to mug it out, why not?
All right. I mean, I know some Broncos fans that won't necessarily agree with you. But all right, cool. I gotta say, I was looking at your facial expression when I said Browns and Dolphins for mine, right? You didn't really cringe like I thought you would either.
Nah.
Do you believe Deshaun can turn it around? Because last season it was, and then they did get to the playoffs. So maybe
they lost to CJ.
No, facts. But they're supposed to have the best defense going into this season again. So if you have that, and let's say Deshaun Watson starts hooping again, although his football say hooping.
I get what you're saying.
Can we realistically expect the Browns to be contenders? And then also after you answer whether yes or no you expect that to be a realistic contention, how much faith do you have in Deshaun Watson going into this season?
Okay, question number one. Can they be a dark horse, under the radar dark horse, a Super Bowl title team? Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so then how much do you believe in Deshaun Watson turning it around? Mind you seem optimistic with Russell Wilson, so maybe.
Honestly, I gotta put Deshaun in the same place as Russ until I see it consistently on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't trust you. And honestly, you got a big game week 1 home against Dallas.
Well,
and that is one of those games where, like, if you
show up.
I mean, if you want to be recognized, this is one of the games that you can either shut everybody up, or they will still clown you.
Well, I think if you lose and it's a close game, nobody's going to clown you. But I feel you that it would be a nice way to start the season. Now, like with a team like the Dolphins, I'm more so focused on the end of the season for them.
Yeah.
Because if they're healthy and they can actually beat those teams that we're expecting to win in the Super Bowl, they have the talent to win a Super Bowl. Like I'm going to go
offense wise, absolutely.
I think defense wise,
it's questionable. To me, it's questionable.
It's you can have some question marks about the defense. But I think if they're healthy, you can expect to see that team do well enough to where their offense can score at an elite level. And even if the offense dips, I think their defense can give the offense enough opportunity for them to win something. You still boast Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. That's a tough duo right there to go at. And Tua's no slouch at a QB perspective. So again, as long as they're healthy, I like them as a contender.
The only thing that I got to say about Miami is your division alone got the Jets twice and the Bills twice.
But the Bills,
You got to somehow, some way.
Bills are on the decline, though.
I understand that, but until Josh Allen get traded to somewhere else, you still got to take the Bills seriously.
I think it's reasonable to have the Dolphins split with the Jets, especially if we're looking at it from a cohesion standpoint, where maybe the Jets are trying to get their cohesion and the Dolphins get them early. Cool. The Bills, I can expect the Dolphins to actually win both games.
Okay.
Would I be surprised if the Bills win one? No, because I mean Josh Allen's he's a bad boy, but I can expect the Dolphins to win. So, but I was gonna ask you one more thing about the Steelers, because y'all see his get up, ladies and gentlemen. He's a complete Ravens fan, so that was just gonna be for my personal joy. Clearly, we ain't got nothing Panthers related to talk about, so you got to 8 miles yourself sometimes. But that's all we got for this episode. I hope y'all all enjoy, and please comment below what you all thought about the episode. Maybe you got some Super Bowl favorites to throw out there. We would love to hear your answers. But Chris, you got anything you want to say before we close up shop?
Welcome back, NFL. We missed the hell out of y'all.
We. We shout out Uncle Phil, because that's exactly how I feel. I don't necessarily miss the NFL right now, but y'all see my team. We'll get it back one of these days, fellas, right? But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you all enjoyed the show. You'll probably enjoy this more than I will the NFL season. But like I said earlier before, my name is Trey. Laugh at my page. That's a damn shame. That's Chris. He don't deserve to say his own name today, damn it. He don't deserve to say his own name. We're the host of Get a Bucket. I hope y'all have a good one, because I'm not going to during the NFL season. Take care.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.